Well, Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 3, in my books, has been a complete and utter success. The new map is amazing. I love this map. I hated the Chapter 7 map. I thought it was boring. It was bland. It was just overall terrible in my books. You can disagree with me if you want. Leave a comment down below if you think the other map was better, if I'm high or something. But as for the loot pool, I actually think the loot pool is amazing. It definitely reminds me a lot like Chapter 3. You got the striker pump in there, you got the striker SMG, you got that new like John Wick pistol. What is that pistol even called? I have no idea. The surgical burst rifle, amazing. It's the sound effects on it, all the guns just sound so good. That new shotgun too, I basically call that the Doom shotgun. It's got like 3 barrels on that sucker. It hits mass amount of damage, and everything overall seems pretty balanced. That is until you introduce the Chaos Exploder Rifle, which is literally the boom bow mixed with like the heavy AR. This gun is probably one of the most broken guns I think I've ever seen in a video game. The way that this gun literally just obliterates everybody in sight just blows my mind. And I even said this as soon as I picked up the gun. In my first game, I was like, okay, this is completely broken. Let's check this gun out. We have a Chaos Exploder Rifle. So boom. I can already tell that's going to be the most broken gun in the game. It has gotten bad so much, or people on Twitter, our favorite website of all time, are complaining about it. Most of the time when people complain on Twitter, I just either think it's rage bait or it's just blown out of proportions. They're not really thinking about it. I complain too. You know, I am a Fortnite hater. I just own the labels at this point. People call me a Fortnite hater. I am a Fortnite hater. But for this gun, since I've actually played the game, I have experienced it. It's broken. You literally die in 2 seconds. I'll play the clip.
They're up on top. They're on top. They're on top. This is so skillless. They're just spamming the freaking chaos gun. This is actually bullshit. They're literally just spamming the chaos gun. This is so dumb. It takes no skill. It takes less skill than it should.
So people literally spam this gun on the ground, and since it does no splash damage to you, you could literally just go to your feet and just spam it. It's literally the ray gun from Call of Duty Zombies. I don't know, my fan base only plays Fortnite. Not gonna hate you, but come on, it's literally the ray gun. They just spam it at their feet, and they just spam it. And you try to hide behind cover with the gun, and it doesn't matter, because then you just shoot the cover. You just shoot like if you're standing behind a tree, for example, you just shoot to the left, so you don't have to shoot at them, and it does like 15 damage per splash, and it just obliterates you. Just boom. And it's like, who passed this? Like, who thought it was a good idea to have an explosive rifle as a semi-automatic AR? Like the Exploder repeater rifle, that made more sense because it was like a it's only one shot, then it's got to do the animation and you can't spam it. It's got a very slow fire rate. But with this thing, it's a semi-automatic AR. You just spam with it, and God forbid you hit somebody with it. Oh my God, it's doing like 45 damage, bro. It's literally like reminds you of like the unpatched Scar in Season 1 when that thing did like 80 headshot. Because you're bopping them in the head, doing the AR damage first. All right, hold up. Let me do a little bit of math here. It does like 30 damage, right? You hit them, 30 damage. And then does the 15 splash damage. You hit them in the head, you're probably doing like 60 damage, bro. You're probably doing like 75 damage, low-key. And I feel like this gun completely ruins the overall experience of the season. I think without this gun, the season would literally be a 9.5 out of 10 for me. There are some other issues which I have expressed. I wish there was wildlife in the game. It's kind of weird getting this new map, and the map kind of seems dead other than the NPCs and the sprites. I wish there were some new animals around. A few new animals, maybe like the hogs can come back, and maybe the birds or whatever, but that's just me. I think the storm timings are a little fast, even though they did change them. The storm timings have been nerfed. I mean, not nerfed, change, right? The storm pacing did get changed. They said, we've made Storm Circle's timing changes to better pace matches and prevent slow endgames. These timing changes are non-competitive or ranked. I feel like even in the regular game, that I feel like the storm goes a little too fast. I think I still think there could be a little bit more time to loot up, maybe like an extra minute or so. Other than that, I think the game is perfect. I really don't see any problems with the game. Movement is good. I feel like movement and mobility is good. There is that 7 slider item, which is actually really unique. Sometimes when you're hiding behind cover with it and you try to just crouch to hide, it will automatically activate, which can get annoying and just push you out of cover and leave you exposed. There's a mythic version that's literally infinite. I think that should be nerfed. I feel like that 7 slider should just be like a long time instead of just infinite, because you literally fly. You just fly across the map in 2 seconds with it. Maybe that could get slowed down a little bit, but other than that, no, season feels good. It literally feels like chapter 3 days. Like, I'm not even lying. It literally feels like I'm playing chapter 3 with a little bit of chapter 4 in there, and then the vaults remind me of chapter 5. It's like a whole mixed, and I love it. It's just that this gun, man, this gun literally requires 0 skill. Maybe since the reticle is kind of big on it, and you do have to have somewhat good aiming to actually hit somebody, especially if they're running and jumping. But at the same time, you could just spam the ground, right? And I feel like this gun, even nerfed, in which it did get nerfed. So let me actually talk about the nerfing on it before I actually go into why I think like that, what end game, what outcome I think this gun should have. It got nerfed recently. This was 16 hours ago. By the time I'm recording this video, the explosion damage was reduced to 12 from 15. I honestly, it's a big change. Like when you do, like when you crunch the numbers, but even 12, man, I don't know. I think it should go down to max 10. I don't know. I think 12 is a little too high. The damage and clip size was reduced too. That's good. This gun has how much more? I think there's 30. I think there's literally 30 in the mag. I don't know why I called it clips. Not clips, actually. It's not clips. It has a magazine. But anyways, yeah, this gun had 30. They didn't say how much, and I can't go in to check it out right now. But 30 is just way too much, bro. You're gonna have 30 bullets in the mag on a gun that is a fucking ray gun that does splash damage. This gun should have like low key 15 bullets in the mag. It should not have 30. There's no way this gun can have 30, and it got nerfed. Also, the damage was reduced by 10%, which I think is actually really needed, and that's a step in the right direction. Once again, the splash damage on it's going to make a big difference that it was reduced by 10%, but I still don't know if this gun really fits in the loot pool. The gun also automatically loads 2 rounds into the magazine every 3 seconds, which why? I mean, I understand it's the chaos, right? The chaos class of weapons, right? So you have the chaos shotgun in there, which also people are saying that gun should get removed. I feel like it does a lot of damage, and it's meant to. It's a one-shot gun, but I definitely could see where it should get replaced by something else. Maybe even the original pump. I don't know, but I think they did actually end up. I think they buffed the chaos shotgun. It just seems more beefy this season. Let me actually see if it got. Oh, the shotgun got nerfed by 2 damage, but for some reason it seems like it got buffed or something. I have no idea. Just maybe it seems faster shooting, but this gun like one shots. So I honestly think it should stay in the game. I don't really have a big deal with the chaos shotgun. Honestly, it's actually my type of shotgun. I actually really liked it a lot. People like Nick at 30 didn't like it, but you know, he's gonna complain. But as for the chaos exploder rifle, like you know, sometimes Fortnite will add weapons and consumables that are purposefully broken so you can have an overall fun experience. Like they did it with like the mechs, and people shit on the mechs, but the mechs were fun to use back in Season X, and even later when it got nerfed. And let me see if I can memorize this. Chapter 2, Season 8. My mind is completely born into Fortnite. I can somehow remember that. But I felt like that was really fun, and I feel like when you have stuff like that, even if it's broken and you die in 2 seconds from it, the fun potential outweighs it just getting nerfed due to it being very unbalanced. But with the chaos exploder, it like even using it is fun when you obliterate somebody, but like sometimes when I'm shooting this gun at somebody and I just like just draining their health from 250 because I'm a 0 build player, I'm not a sweat, I don't play builds, to literally like 50 and 20 is like, sometimes I'm like, oh my god, like this gun's gotta go, bro. There's no way. It's literally common through legendary, and it has a mythic, so it being broken, it's got a mythic. Why it got a mythic, I don't understand. This gun, there's no way. Like, what do you guys think? I think this gun should honestly just get vaulted. Like, I feel like even with all the nerfs, like even if you lower the splash damage radius of it, which I feel like with due time it's gonna, because you literally can shoot people behind cover, and in zero builds it's just broken. Like if somebody's hiding in a bush, you could just spam the bush with it, and cover is just useless. I feel like sometimes even if you're hiding behind like a wall and you shoot the wall, it somehow damages you. I don't know. I think the radius of the splash damage is gonna get nerfed soon, and I think it's gonna get nerfed into the ground, where even like competing with the other rifles in the game, like the burst rifle that's in the game, and also the scars in the game. If you eat a Midas flopper, it will give you a scar, which is honestly pretty sick. But you know, those, honestly, the Chaos Exploder rifle is just literally just better than those guns. Even nerfed, it's just gonna be objectively better. When you have the burst and you know, you're missing your shots, and since it's not a spammy weapon, you know, if you're not pristine with those hit markers, then shit, you're done for there. And then the scar, you know, you have to get the Midas flopper. So I think the game could use another assault rifle. I don't know what assault rifle would honestly be added. The combat last season was kind of a little bit too spammy. Maybe they could add a DMR in the game, some DMR, but I don't like lock-on rifles, so I definitely don't want that to be added. I don't know. I think the game's just missing another rifle right now. What do you guys think? Should this gun get removed? Should it stay in the game? Should it just get nerfed into the ground? How are you enjoying Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 3? I'm loving it, just besides that one weapon, and that's pretty much it. Use my code ludofnbr, hashtag epic partner, hashtag ad. Check out my second channel, which I'm going to be making some non-Fortnite related videos on, some slop content, some other non-related Fortnite dramas there. That's going to be in the comment and description. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.